After a family get-together, I checked my bank account and it was completely empty. I asked my husband, Ray, what happened? He just shrugged and said, "We all agree you didn't need that money." I was shaking. I grabbed my phone and said, "Then you won't need this either." As the family was leaving, a loud knock came at the door. Investigators walked in. I'm a 36-year-old woman, married to Ray, 38, for nearly 9 years. We don't have kids, but I thought we had a solid life together. 7 months ago, my dad passed away. He wasn't rich, but he was smart with money. He had a life insurance policy, and since I'm his only child, he left me $215,000. He told me more than once, "This is for you, for your future." When the money came through, I cried. It felt like a heavy responsibility. I didn't blow it. I didn't buy a new car or fancy stuff. I was still grieving. I put most of it into a high-yield savings account in my name only. I was very clear about that. I also quit my job, not because of the money, but because the work environment was toxic. Ray supported me, or so I thought. "Take your time," he said. "We'll figure it out together." Fast forward to a sunny Sunday. We were at Ray's sister Denise's place for a barbecue. His family is really close, too close. I always felt like the outsider. We had just finished eating when Ray's mom, Donna, brought up my inheritance. "Must be nice not to have to worry," she said. I replied, "Yeah, I'm grateful." Then Ray said, "She's not even working, she's just sitting on it." Tasha, another sister-in-law, added, "We were thinking it'd be better if we used it for something that helps everyone." I asked, "We?" "Yeah, Donna, us, we talked. You've got money you're not using. We want to invest it. Land, real estate, a business." I was shocked. "That money's mine. It was left to me." Ray leaned back and said, "You don't need it. You have no debt. We could build something bigger." I held my tongue. I didn't want to fight in front of the whole family. I said, "I'll think about it." The next day, I went to pay my dog's vet bill and saw my account balance. 36 cents. The savings. Also empty. I screamed. I called Ray. "Where is my money?" He calmly said, "I moved it. It's safer now, under both our names." I was furious. "Who told you you could do that?" He said, "We all agreed you didn't really need it." He meant him, his sisters, and his mom. What Ray didn't know was that I had already started gathering proof. I'd noticed strange behavior, people whispering, things going quiet when I walked into rooms. I saved screenshots, bank notifications, and even caught him talking about accessing my account. I also had a cousin, Aaron, who works in financial crimes. I called him and he told me not to confront anyone. He'd handle it. For 3 weeks, I played it cool while collecting everything. Aaron's team tracked the money. Tasha had opened a fake company. Denise used part of it for a business. Donna tried to use it to get a loan through her church. Then the big night came. Ray showed up with Tasha and Donna. "You're being difficult. This is a family effort," he said. "You're just sitting on money that could help us all," said Tasha. Donna added, "God wouldn't want you to be selfish." I was silent. Then Ray said, "It's not like we stole it. It's all in the family." They laughed. I stood up, pulled out my phone, looked Ray in the eye and said, "Then you won't need this either." I hit send. There was a knock at the door. Ray opened it. 3 investigators stepped inside with badges. "Mr. Raymond, last name, we have questions about financial activity connected to this residence." Ray froze. Tasha backed up. Donna started to panic. One agent turned to me. "Are you my name?" I nodded. He handed me a folder. "Can you confirm these transactions weren't made by you?" Inside, everything. The fake business. The money trail. Signatures I never signed. Ray whispered, "You did this?" I said, "No, you did." The agents started digging. One went to our office. Another questioned Tasha, who was now crying. Ray tried to say they had no warrant. They did. Donna tried to justify it. She was just sitting on it. They acted like I wasn't even in the room. I grabbed a binder I'd been building, gave it to the lead agent. "You were prepared," he said. "I've been ready for weeks." Inside, Ray's messages, Donna's threats, Denise's fake withdrawals. It wasn't just theft, it was organized. Then the agents discovered something worse. Ray had opened credit lines in my name. Almost $80,000 in loans without me knowing. Tasha snapped. I told you she'd find out. Donna yelled at her. Ray tried to walk it back. It's not a big deal. We can fix this. Agent, identity theft is a felony, sir. Then Denise walked in. She hadn't been there. Someone must have called her. She came at me like a hero. You're tearing this family apart over money. I stared at her. You tore it apart when you stole it. Nobody stole anything, she scoffed. Agent. Actually, ma'am, you received $6,400 in stolen funds. That counts. She froze. Later, an agent pulled me outside. Do you recognize this man? It was Ray on a beach with another woman, holding hands. Where'd you get this? We traced payments to her account. He's been spending a lot on her. Trips, hotels, jewelry, a $5,800 diamond necklace. It felt like everything inside me just dropped. I had known something was wrong, but not like this. Her name was Stacy, and she wasn't just some girl Ray was seeing on the side. She was a co-signer on one of the secret bank accounts where my money had been moved. That meant he wasn't just cheating. He was planning a future with her, using my money. I stood in the yard staring at the street. Cars passed by like nothing was happening. Inside the house, people were still yelling. Outside, my world was spinning. One of the agents said, "We've seen this before. He was probably going to drain your money and leave you." I asked, "So what now?" He said, "Now we dig deeper." Then they started going through our shared laptop. Someone found a hidden folder. It was locked, but they cracked it open. Inside were PDF files, personal documents, not just mine. There was info about Tasha's ex-husband, Denise's old college roommate, even Donna's ex-boyfriend's tax returns. I looked at Ray. He was sitting on the floor, head in his hands, saying nothing. An agent said, "Looks like he's been doing this to more than just you." Another added, "This might be a serial fraud case." So yeah, Ray wasn't just a liar and a thief. He might have been running a full-on scam operation. The agents copied the laptop's hard drive. Then one of them pulled me aside. "There's more," he said. I laughed, not because it was funny, because I was about to break. Of course there is. Ray had a second identity, not just a fake email, an actual fake name, with a different license and everything, but the same birthday and photo. He even had a fake LinkedIn profile where he claimed to be a financial consultant from Dallas. With that fake identity, he opened business accounts, some using my stolen money. Others were used for scams. He was running fake investment schemes, crypto, real estate, made-up companies. One woman in Oklahoma lost $40,000. A man in Louisiana gave him $15,000. It was all fake. And the worst part, it wasn't just me he was robbing. He was scamming strangers too. Later, the agents showed me a photo of Ray, Donna, Denise, and another man I didn't know, clean-cut, wearing a suit. "Do you know him?" they asked. "No. He's listed as a silent partner in one of Ray's fake companies. His name was Terry Vaughn, Donna's old boyfriend. Turns out, he owned the house Donna lived in. She had lied about that too. Terry was in on the whole thing. That's when I realized Donna wasn't just bossy and annoying. She was involved. The deeper the agents looked, the uglier it got. Donna helped forge documents to access my savings. She used a retired notary friend to fake a letter I never signed. Ray's we all agreed line wasn't just manipulation. It was part of their plan. They weren't asking me to hand over the money. They were going to take it, no matter what I said. That night, after most of the agents left, Denise stayed behind. She sat across from me, pale and quiet. "I didn't know about the loans," she said. I stayed silent. I knew Ray moved the money. I thought it was just temporary. Still nothing. Then she said something I didn't expect. "I think Mom was trying to get you declared incompetent." I blinked. "What?" She said if you didn't agree, we could go to court. Said you weren't working, you were grieving. She could make it sound like you couldn't handle things. Then we could get control legally. It felt like I couldn't breathe. Donna wasn't just trying to take my money. She was trying to make the courts say I couldn't be trusted with it. Denise handed me a folder. Inside were fake court documents like custody papers and forged doctor notes using my old therapist's name. Donna had been preparing to take over my life. A few days later, The lead agent called me again. "We've got a new issue," he said. Tasha had vanished. She missed her meeting with investigators. She emptied her accounts, took out cash, and disappeared. Now the FBI was involved. They were calling it interstate fraud. Ray acted like he didn't know where she was, but they found texts where he told her to lay low. It was all falling apart. Fast. Then the notary friend confessed. She said she didn't know what she signed. Donna had told her it was for a church donation. She also told her I was going through a mental episode and might act paranoid. It's a horrible feeling to realize someone spent months trying to make people believe you were unstable just so they could steal from you without resistance. But by now, things were crashing down. Ray was under investigation. Donna got caught forging papers. Denise handed over Donna's fake court documents, and Tasha, she was gone. I didn't expect to ever see her again. But I did. 2 weeks later, at a court hearing about the frozen accounts, I was sitting with my lawyer. Ray, Donna, and Denise were all there with their lawyers too. Then the courtroom doors opened, and there she was, Tasha, wearing sunglasses, dressed all in black like she was hiding. But she wasn't alone. Stacy was right behind her. Stacy, the woman from the beach photos, the one Ray said didn't exist. They walked in together, quiet, sat in the back. Even Ray looked shaken. The judge entered. Court began. Then Tasha stood up. "I have a statement," she said. Her lawyer handed a folder to the clerk. Then Tasha spoke, her voice shaking but steady. "I helped move the money. I knew it was wrong. But I didn't know everything. Ray told me it was family money, that she didn't want it, that we were protecting it." She looked right at me. "I didn't know he was planning to run, that he had someone else, that it was all a lie." Then she nodded towards Stacy. "She found me, told me the truth. He used her too." Everyone went quiet. Stacy stood up and spoke. "He told me his wife had died, that the money was his from insurance." I stared at Ray. He buried his face in his hands. Donna shouted, "She's lying." No one listened. Ray snapped, jumped up. "You think you're innocent? You were in on it. Mom, you told me to do it." The judge slammed the gavel. "Order." Ray pointed at Donna. "You said we'd be fine, that it was hers, but not really hers, that she was too soft to fight." Denise yelled, "You dragged me into this. I never wanted any of this." Donna screamed, "We were a family before you brought outsiders in." I stared at her. "Before I brought in the police?" I asked. "Or before I found out you tried to get me declared unstable just to take what wasn't yours?" Silence. Then the judge had everyone sit. The agent read out the full list of crimes: fraud, identity theft, forgery, conspiracy, and more. Courtroom chaos. Ray and Donna were taken out. They didn't even look at me. Denise cried. Tasha looked like she could finally breathe. Outside the courtroom, Stacy came up to me. "I'm sorry," she said. "He lied to me too." I nodded. "I know." She pulled out a necklace, one I recognized from the account logs. Expensive. She pressed it into my hand. "He bought this with your money. You should have it." I looked at it, then dropped it into the trash. Ray took a plea deal. He's in prison, but not for long enough. Donna is still trying to fight the charges, but the proof is too strong. Tasha cooperated, got probation. Denise walked away clean legally, but she'll carry the guilt. She tried to say sorry. I listened, but I didn't forgive. I sold the house, moved into a quiet condo near downtown. Just mine. People say blood is thicker than water, but the full quote is, "The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb." It means the bonds we choose are stronger than family ties. I believe that now. Ray was my husband. Donna called me daughter-in-law. Tasha and Denise called me sister. But when it came down to it, none of them hesitated to lie, steal, and try to silence me to get what they wanted. I grieved my dad twice, once when he died, and again when they tried to erase his last gift to me. But they didn't win, and they never will.